Hi, I'm Jessie, and I'm going to be teaching you a modified Supta Padangusthasana with 2 straps you'll need, 2 yoga straps, and just a comfortable place to be. So I have 2 yoga mats stacked, but whatever situation you prefer, make sure you're set up comfortably. So you'll take one of the straps and make a large loop in your strap. And this loop is going to encompass your whole length of your leg. So you'll set up the loop, and then you'll come onto your back. From my back, I like to see that the tail of the loop, I'm going to be able to pull up toward me. So I have the buckle situated accordingly. Mine is D-ring, and the D's are facing toward my head. From here, I bring both knees into the chest, place the strap around the roots of the big toes, and extend my legs up. I see that the buckle of the strap is close enough toward my body that it's going to be easy for me to grab onto this tail. And then here is where you approximate the tightness of your strap. So the distance from the base of your toes to your hip crease is what you're going for here. And then I'm going to be adding a little bit of inferior glide to my right leg. So I'll do my right leg first here. So that means I'll have to bend my right knee and bring this leg into the strap. As I do that, I can hold on behind the right thigh, keeping the strap taut with my opposite leg, and then extend the left leg down onto the floor. And I'm finding this is a little bit tight for me, so I'm going to come back up and loosen my strap just a bit. Place the strap high up on the hip crease of the right leg, grab behind the thigh, and extend my left leg down. Once I feel like I have the right tension in the strap, I'll take my second strap around the bottom of the right toes and extend that leg up toward the ceiling. Now you can keep a little bend to the knee or lower the angle of this leg so that the knee can remain straight. From here, I'm pressing just a little through the ball mound of my left extended big toe to give myself a little bit of external rotation in the right thigh here. I'm pulling down a little bit more strongly on the outside of the foot than the inside and pressing the inner right big toe mound up toward the sky. So thinking length through both legs. And what this does is it both gives you length in the side body here, the right side body growing long. The distance between the armpit and the hip grows long. And it's also pulling my femur bone downward away from my pelvis. And I'll breathe here, maybe 6 or so deep breaths. And depending on what feels good for your body, you can be pulsing with the left extended leg on the floor, pulsing to give a little bit of intermittent traction to this leg that's in the air. Or you can just press and hold with the toes of the extended leg. And to come out or change sides, we'll release the strap of the leg that's toward the sky, bring that knee in toward the chest, hold on to the top of the strap here as we reach both feet up into the strap. As a counter pose or a neutralizing pose, I like to be here for a moment. And then so that the strap is in the correct orientation, when I do the other foot, I bring the strap off, flip it over so that it's in the same setup, just the opposite side. It'll probably be about the correct length already. This time I'm bending the left knee into the strap, placing the strap high into into my hip crease here and extending the right leg out down. Holding on to the back of the left thigh. You can add the strap around the bottom of the left foot, either keeping the knee bent here or straightening the leg but lowering down enough so that the knee can be straight. And then pressing again through the toes of the extended leg. This time it's my right leg, to give a little external rotation, a little bit of traction. And this pose can feel very nourishing if you're having low back issues or hip issues. I'm thinking about allowing myself to experience length on the entire left side body here. Distance between armpit and hip is increasing, using my breath to fill any spaces that have tension, and exhaling, letting any constriction, any holding, any tightness go on the exhale. Staying here for 6 or so breaths, providing the little intermittent traction or static staying. Just whatever feels the most beneficial, most nourishing for the body in that moment. Always deep breaths. Seeing if you can allow the low back to sink and become heavy toward the floor. And transitioning out of the pose is just as important as being in the pose. So bending the top knee, releasing the strap, pulling on behind the thigh, then taking hold of the strap here. This leg comes up, the feet meet, and I like to reach up toward my feet as high as I can with elbows straight and knees straight, and just be here for a few breaths to neutralize sensation in the hips, the low back, letting the back be heavy into the floor, feeling the weight of the femur bones sink in toward the backs of the hip socket, and breathing. Come out, bending the knees, perhaps hugging them into the chest or rocking side to side, whatever feels good here. Transitioning onto one side. Give yourself just a moment to readjust and pressing up. I hope you enjoyed. Namaste.